I'm really excited to be sharing with you a haul video, my very first kind of haul video from my one-day visit to Silicon Valley Comic-Con. It is a 3-day event, but unfortunately I was only able to make it the one day, which is probably a good thing for my wallet because I did plenty of shopping while I was there. So I'm really excited to be able to share what I picked up. Let's take a look at my loot. So the first thing that I picked up while I was there was actually from another Comic-Con convention, and that is the Peppermint Patty Pop, which was from Emerald City Comic-Con. Here's the side view of it. Came in a pop protector, and I actually picked this up through the Fugitive Toys booth at Silicon Valley Comic-Con. And the reason why I was in search for this particular one, when I was born, my brother insisted to my parents that I be named Peppermint Patty, and when they refused, he stopped speaking with them for about 3 days. So it's kind of a family joke. And so when I saw that Emerald City Comic-Con had come out with a Peppermint Patty Pop, I knew that I was going to need to get it, and I was trying to find it through my local Barnes & Noble, and unfortunately they just never had them in stock. So I took the opportunity while Fugitive Toys was there to pick it up, and I'm very happy to have it and add it to my collection. So that I got at over the weekend. So I did pick up a couple of shirts. This was the official Silicon Valley Comic-Con shirt, and as you can see, it has the logo on the back with the date. And again, this was just the second one, so it'll be interesting to see how well this picks up and takes off. As you may already know, this is a Comic-Con that is semi-sponsored or promoted by Steve Wozniak of Apple fame. So it drew a pretty big crowd. And so I'll be interested to see how this develops over the years and whether or not it becomes as big as some of the other ones that are around. But anyway, so I did get the official shirt. I like it a lot. And I did pick up a couple of other shirts actually for my brother, who is a huge Rush fan. So there was an artist there who does kind of caricature items of the band members of Rush. And apparently he has had feedback from the band on his artwork, and he gets a lot of positive reviews and feedback from them. So his art is definitely blessed by the band members. And since my brother is such a big fan, as soon as I saw this booth, I knew I had to go ahead and get a couple of things. 2 of the 3 shirts that he had for the band members, and I'm going to need to actually get the third one when they have it in stock. They didn't have it in stock at the time. So anyway, so we have an Alex Lifeson for President, Geddy Lee for President shirt. And the Neil Peart one, unfortunately, he didn't have in stock, so I'll have to try to get that one later. But 2 shirts from my brother, and you know, we'll definitely see if we can get the third one. And I will, if I can remember, post the link for the website for the guy who does this in case you're interested in checking it out. Another thing that's always really popular for Comic-Cons, of course, are the photo ops with your favorite celebrities. And there were a lot of people at the Comic-Con this time around that I would have loved to have photo opt with. You know, but as you may be familiar, the photo ops and the autographs can sometimes be a little bit pricey. So usually when I have such an opportunity, I usually have to just kind of put it towards one, and then you know, one at a time kind of thing. So this year I opted to go with this option. And unfortunately, from what I understand, he was actually really sick over the weekend. And he was kind of the main guy for a lot of events, so I feel really bad for him. It looks like he had to show up for a lot of panels and photo ops and autographs and a bunch of other stuff, so I definitely kudos to him for sticking it out and trying not to disappoint any fans that showed up to see him. So definitely appreciated the brief few seconds that I got to say hello and to thank him for his entertainment over the years. So that was really exciting. So one of the other things that I really enjoy about going to festivals and Comic-Cons and that sort of thing is exploring different artists, and when I have an opportunity, actually purchasing art from them and owning individual pieces of art from those artists. And typically what my roommate and I tend to get drawn to are Star Wars related things. Specifically, Boba Fett is one that we tend to get a lot of. Also, I personally like Millennium Falcon stuff, so I tend to gravitate towards stuff like that. I also really like Disney's Sleeping Beauty is kind of my princess movie, if you will. A lot of people have a princess movie that they kind of gravitate towards, and Sleeping Beauty has always been mine. And so while I was at the Artist Row section of the exhibitors hall, I saw a particular picture that I was drawn towards, and that was this picture of Maleficent, this drawing of Maleficent. While I was there, I was looking at that drawing and I saw some of the others that were in kind of that same vein and ended up purchasing a few of them. I have a collection now that I need to have boarded and framed. Okay, so the last things for Silicon Valley Comic-Con were actually some mystery boxes. And I don't remember whose video I was watching. It might have been Eric Butts. I'm not really sure. But there was another person who had gotten a couple of mystery boxes from a Comic-Con near them. They were really intriguing. So when I saw this at our convention, I was really interested in checking it out to see whether or not the items were the same and what kind of happened with it. So I actually got two boxes. I got a Star Wars box and a Harry Potter box. And the Star Wars box was around $50, and they advertised it as being $100 worth of items in the $50 box. And then the Harry Potter box was, I believe, $40 to $45, and kind of the same deal, that they were advertising that there would be about 6 or 7 items in there that would be equivalent to about $100 value. And then they had a special where if you bought 2 boxes, they would give you a mini box for free. And apparently the mini box has a t-shirt and then 1 or 2 kind of random items. So even though this is a haul video, it's also going to be an unboxing video. So let's take a look. We're going to take a look at the mystery box first. This was the freebie. We'll see whether or not it was worth having those. The boxes in and of themselves are actually really cool, so when I get to the individual ones I'll show you. I think I'm going to actually hold on to the boxes as kind of storage boxes for some of the collectibles that I have that I'm not currently displaying. I think that'll be a really nice way to store them. But anyway, let's take a look at the mystery box. Oh, I thought it had items in it too, but maybe it's just a t-shirt, which is totally fine considering it's a freebie. It is a forest green Minecraft shirt. So this is not going to appeal to me at all because I don't play Minecraft, but it'll probably be a good giveaway for someone. So here is the Minecraft shirt. It is a forest green color. And the label on it says, Minecraft rumor has it. So I don't know what that pertains to, but maybe you will. I like the color of it. Too bad I don't know what it's in reference to, but it's cute. All right, so that was our freebie, which, you know, hey, t-shirts usually run about $10 to $15, so that's not bad to have like a little extra freebie there. Let's take a look at the mystery boxes. So here is the Harry Potter box, which is designed to mimic the Marauders map. And so you can see it's kind of a neat little box to, you know, potentially store my stuff in. So I like that quite a bit. And let's take a look and see if we got at least $40 worth of value in this box. All right, I'm gonna actually put this down so I can reach into it a little bit better. All right, so first thing I'm gonna pull out is a Harry Potter coaster set. It is a cork coaster set. It says Harry Potter on the back. And it looks like they are each the house crest. It did indicate that all of the items in here are licensed items, so that's nice. They also let me know that while there may be similar types of items in the box, they don't necessarily duplicate everything, so there is a chance that if you got two of the same type of box that you might have a duplicate, but apparently it's pretty rare. But every box has kind of the same type of items. So anyway, so we've got Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. So pretty much the same crest in the center, and then the ring of it around is the house colors and the names. So kind of a standard coaster set, nothing too terribly exciting about that. So that's item number one. All right, so I got a discount code towards the mystery box, and now that I'm remembering the name of the company, it's toink.com. I believe it was Eric Butts' channel that actually featured this. So if you're interested in checking out their mystery crates, toink.com. We also have a pack of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets playing cards. Looks like it's kind of a standard deck of playing cards. And it looks like each of the cards, it is a sealed deck, so I'm not going to open it right now, but it looks like each of the cards has a character or a scene from the movie on it. So that's kind of neat. We also have, oh, nice, a Fantastic Beasts pin. Not sure which angle it's going to, for the glare to come off of it, so we'll play with it a little bit. And it's got kind of the T backing on the back as opposed to a post pin, so that's kind of nice. It's more of a lapel pin. All right, we got a pop figure of Fred Weasley. Not an exclusive or anything, and unfortunately, thankfully for me, I'm not a inbox collector, so this doesn't bother me too much, but the actual box has some pretty significant rip in the plastic here. So that's kind of a bummer. If I were an inbox collector, I would be really upset about that. Doesn't bother me too much, but it just kind of sucks. There's some damage at the top here as well. Just kind of a standard Fred Weasley pop, but I don't have it, so I'm pretty happy with that. And the last item here is wrapped in tissue. It is a ceramic cauldron soup mug. Pretty heavy, actually. And it looks like it slid around in the box a little bit. But there's the cauldron. And there's there's the top of it kind of showing how it works. It's pretty heavy. I can see myself maybe using this around Halloween time for some soup or some cider or something like that. Might be kind of a pain in the butt to wash, but if you're only using it once in a while, it's not that big of a deal. So anyway, so those are all of the items in the Harry Potter mystery box. And overall, I'm not disappointed with it. I do wish the pop had been in better condition. I'm kind of bummed out about that. Again, since it's not something that I'm worried about in terms of, you know, personal use, and since it's not a pop that I have, I guess it's okay. It's just kind of, I wish it had been in better condition. That would have been nicer. But it's also a possibility that that's something that could have happened through the shifting around of the items and isn't necessarily what they put into the box. So that certainly could have happened. I just wish that it hadn't, because that would have been better. But anyway, overall I'm pretty happy with it. $40 worth, probably a little bit on the high side. I guess it kind of depends on how you would price things like the playing cards and stuff like that. Since they're all officially licensed, I imagine the prices on those are a little bit higher because that tends to add a little bit more to the pricing. But I liked it. I think it was worth it just for the novelty of it offhand. I don't know that I would necessarily pay that much for another mystery box of the Harry Potter, though. I would rather buy those items individually. But the fun of it was cool. I like that. So anyway, and I definitely do like the box itself. So that was kind of neat. Anyway, so now let's take a look at the Star Wars box, which is quite a bit bigger. But it is kind of the same styling as the Harry Potter box in terms of it having the flaps and the top entry into it. So let's take a look at what is in the Star Wars box. Now again, the Star Wars box is about $50. So let's take a look and see if what we got in this box is worth the $50. Again, they do state that this is going to be licensed merchandise, which of course always jacks prices up a little bit. So we will see how well that plays out. Since I am a Star Wars fan, I anticipate that unless there's something in here that I already have, I will be keeping everything. So we'll see whether or not that's the case. Try to get some of these smaller items out of the way first. All right, so the first thing that we have is a paper craft character of Han Solo. And apparently he's 12 inches tall and easy to assemble. I think that's actually really funny. I don't know necessarily that this is something that I would actually create, but I think it's pretty funny and I'll probably keep it, at least until my nephew is old enough to do this. He's got a few years before he's ready, but that's kind of funny. And, you know, Han Solo is one of my favorite characters, so if I were to get any of them, I guess that would be the good one to get. Alright, the next thing we got is a BB-8 talking plush, which I appreciate because I actually have something similar, and if you've seen my previous videos, you may have seen this. I got something from a Star Wars bundle box from my Geek Box over Christmas that had a Chewbacca talking plush with the reindeer antlers. So let's see what let's make sure he actually does talk. Alright, so BB-8 talking plush. Don't mind that. I think I would have preferred R2-D2 if I had my choice of droids, but no objection to BB-8. We also got an R2-D2 pizza cutter, which is funny. We usually get our pizzas pre-sliced, but maybe now I have a reason to actually make my own, because now I have an R2-D2 pizza cutter. Oh, and apparently it's got sound effects. That's funny. I'm not going to open it right now, but apparently it's got sound effects and requires batteries, so that's amusing. I like that. All right, we've got a pop, and it's in relatively decent condition, especially compared to Fred Weasley. And it is from Star Wars Rebels. We got Kanan. Here's all the ones that you can get from the series. Looks like his head is at a little bit of an angle in the box. So hopefully I hope that means that the spring on the bobblehead isn't kind of jacked up, but we'll probably end up just keeping him in the box for a while anyway. So this is from Star Wars Rebels, which I am not currently watching. I haven't watched it, so I actually don't know who this character is, but I'm okay with that. It'll give me an incentive to watch it at some point. So, and I don't have it, so that's all right. Speaking of Millennium Falcon, I have a Millennium Falcon rubber bracelet. I have a Millennium Falcon necklace, so now I have a bracelet. Feels like it's on a rope cord of some kind. So it's too bad I didn't have that this weekend. I would have worn it to the Comic-Con, but now I have one to wear next year, right? So we're all good with that. It looks like I have another coupon code for Toink. We have a very large Millennium Falcon silicone ice tray. I have no idea what I would use this for. I guess maybe, it says ice tray, but I'm wondering if you can bake with it since it's silicone. I'll have to look into it. Maybe we could use it as like a little cake mold. But if not, you know, potentially as a punch icing, you could put more of the juice in there, freeze it, and then that way you don't dilute your punch. We'll have to experiment with it, but I do appreciate that it's the Millennium Falcon. And then the last thing that we have in here is a heat-changing coffee mug. If this design is all the same. Oh, okay, I think I see. It is a certificate of authenticity. Oh, there's a certificate of authenticity, and it is number 917 of 5,000. So that's kind of neat. And it looks like it is awesome. That's cool. Okay. So, it's got R2-D2 on it. And this is what it looks like when the mug is cold. And then apparently when the mug is hot, the image of Princess Leia appears, and along with a quotation of "Help me, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope." So that is really, really cool. I like that quite a bit. I'm conflicted on whether or not I actually want to test it out or if I just want to leave it pristine. So I'm going to leave myself undecided on that for now. I don't need to commit to it right now. And if I do end up testing it out, I will let you know how it goes. But for now, I'm just going to leave it boxed. So those are all the items in the Star Wars box. And I'm pretty happy with those, especially considering there's some novelty items, there's some kitchen items, home items, some toys. So there's a good variety of them, and it covers all the kind of different aspects of the fandom. We've got the animated, we've got the new series, we got the original series, and it's a good mixture. So I think I'm happier with the Star Wars box than I was with the Harry Potter box. But overall, I really like the items that I received with it, and the mystery box is really fun. I don't know that I would do the Harry Potter one again. The Star Wars one I might do again. But there were a lot of other fandoms that were represented. There was a Pokemon box, there was a Doctor Who box, there was kind of a mixed gaming box that looked like it might be interesting. So I'd definitely be interested in potentially giving another version of this a go. So if you're interested, the link is toink.com. I'll go ahead and include it down below if you want to go check it out. But anyway, so that was all of the stuff that I got at Silicon Valley Comic Con. And I think you'll agree, I probably would not have lasted another day there. I think I managed to get quite enough as it is, and now I have to find room for all of this new stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you went to Silicon Valley Comic Con and you picked up some stuff, let me know what you got, and let me know what you enjoyed during your visit there. I'd definitely be interested to know. There was a lot going on. There were a lot of people there. There was just kind of too much. So if you've ever had one of these mystery boxes, let me know what you thought about it, because I'd be curious to know, did you think it was worth it or not? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look at my haul, and now I've got to go put all the haul away. So we'll see you next time. Bye.